Oh, whoa. You know, sometimes you can feel isolated and alone, and that is the worst. I want you to know right now, I see you. And more importantly, God sees you. And even if it doesn't feel like it, you are not forgotten. God is keenly aware of what's going on in your life. Loneliness can be so heavy. It might say, no one cares, you're invisible, you don't matter. But let me tell you, you are deeply loved, valued, and you're never truly alone. In Deuteronomy 31:8, God promises the Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Even in your loneliest moments, God is right there with you. Even if you feel totally isolated, he's with you there. You might feel unseen, but God knows everything about you, even the number of hairs on your head, your deepest fears, your greatest hopes. Psalm 139:7-10 says, "Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you're there. If I make my bed in the depths, you're there." There is nowhere you can go where God isn't walking right beside you. And you don't have to carry the burden of loneliness alone. Jesus himself understands what it feels like to be isolated. He was abandoned by his closest friends, his disciples, in his darkest hour. And yet he chose to endure that pain so you would never have to face yours alone. Jesus gets it. Jesus knows what you're going through. In Psalm 68:6, it says, God sets the lonely in families. Sometimes that family is not biological. It might be a church, a small group, or even just one or two people who've become your support group. Pray and ask God to bring the right people into your life. And when he does, don't be afraid to reach out. It's okay to let people in. But in the meantime, know this, your worth is not determined by how many people are in your corner, how many people are on your Facebook list. You're enough simply because you are God's child. And his love for you, it's constant, unshakable, and unconditional. So take it one step at a time. On the days when the silence feels overwhelming and you feel like an island, talk to God. He's listening. You're not invisible, you're not forgotten, and you are never truly alone. You are loved beyond measure, and brighter days are coming for you. Hold on to that hope. You will not be isolated. You will not feel isolated any longer.